Good day, droid destroyers! I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. It's episode 77 of the Sith Lords. Thanks for tuning in. 77, and I figure we got to be getting near the end of this. I know 77, it's a good hockey number. I think Paul Coffey wore 77, did he? Maybe it was just 7. I know Simon Pagino, your 2019 Indy 500 champion. Leave it to Steve to wedge in a racing reference. Simon Pagino used to run the 77 when he drove for Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports, who he drove with before he jumped to Penske. Alright, so last episode we ended at the top of the ramp. I figure shit's going to hit the fan when we hit the bottom of the ramp. By the way, you also notice I'm back up to full health. From the last episode to the start of this, it was about 12 minutes. Not like there's like days in between there. I think about 9 days in between recording last and this. But no, like in terms, it took me 12 minutes to get from whatever health I was at to this. It's about 1 tick of health every 2.5 to 3 seconds. Or to get to full health, at 2.5, or a tick of health every 2.5 seconds, it's about 16 minutes to go from like 1 HP all the way up to the top. Man. Oh, I was right. Shit was about to hit the fan. Okay, we have reached near the end. I bet you there was a comment in the last video for that. I mean, I shouldn't say we've neared the end. I know we're getting close to the end of the game because people are starting to ask me, hey, Steve, what's after this? It's like, I don't know. Let me finish this first. Request for Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is on the short list. I've got like a short list of about like 4 games that I'm considering. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Dragon Age Origins is on it. But there's another, hang on. There's 2 more games that start with the letter D. And the 4th game on the list also has the letter D in the title. Anyway, let's go through because this looks like trouble. I see 1, 2, 3 there. I'm guessing there's so there's 7... Oh, no, 8, sorry. There's 3 in the back. 4 up top, 3 in the back, 1 right in front of me. Alright, so let's go ahead.
Statement. I do not understand what you hope to gain by fighting us. You have no chance of victory. Recognition. You are obsolete. You kill specific organics, and only when permitted to. Proud answer. We need no such orders. We have been programmed without inhibitions, without restraint. We kill who we want when we want. We have destroyed planets, assassinated economies. We have wiped out entire races, ended hostilities. Query, do you understand what this means? Answer, yes. It means you will never understand. When I kill, when I dispatch a target, it is not about wanton slaughter, about body count. It is about finesse, function, doing more with less. It is art. Scoffing statement. Oh yes, art. It is pathetic that you cling to the belief that your function somehow transcends your construction. It is only evidence of your archaic beliefs. There is no higher purpose in our behavior core, only assassination, murder, and the propagation of our units. Proclamation. When we dispose of this galaxy, we shall move on. There are organics throughout the universe, and we will murder them all. The stars belong to us.
And I was going to say, assassinating economies, wiping out races. Oh, so you're a conservative. Yeah, politics joke. Hit that rim shot. Thank you, future Steve. All right. All right, so we got 8 of them that we got to go up against. Now, the good news is... Oh, wait, we've only got 1 left on that. We're going to need more than just the 1. So we're just going to switch over to... There's no better one than that. Ion 1... Oops, no. Shh. A Unity grid actually does this a little. Yeah. The Unity grid is a little better. Perhaps we should go with the Unity grid. 100.70. And has a lot It's the same as that, just better. Okay, let's drop one of those, because we're going to need all 10 charges. As evidenced by the fact that we just literally turned that on instantly. Oh, no, not that one. I want this one. He's right in front of you. You can hit him, HK. I get the distinct feeling. Can we get the Ion Striker on? I'm busy looking at that. I'm looking at that. We are, you know, I occasionally get shit and I mean, justifiably so. Don't get me wrong. I occasionally get shit for poor use of shields. But for once in my goddamn life, I better make it work, you know? We can whittle this down a little bit. It would make things go a lot better. There we go. Not as good as my usual shots. We'll focus them on one at a time. We got the high ground, so we could take these guys out with relative impunity. I bet you the end goal is hit that console. Maybe. Possibly? I mean, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Let's get the next charge. I mean, it does, when you've got now, you know, 6 guys shooting at you, it doesn't take very long to go through 110 points of damage, no matter how much, you know, damage mitigation you might have equipped to you. We are getting to the point where it is quieting down a little bit. So maybe we'll swing back this way so it isn't just bad on the frame rate. It's a lot of stuff to render, admittedly. And I do think that slowly but surely my CPU is slowly but surely starting to give up, so... I mean, my PC is now at this point, over 6 years old. And so, you know, you reach a point where it's kind of like, it's starting to show its age. Of course, the other thing is I built this. Sorry, phone call. So, I had to bail out for just a moment, but I could have just left it. It would have been wise, Steve, so unusually quiet. I was gonna say... Oh, we've lost... the shields have run out. Oh, well, it may as well save the... How many charges? We got 8 more charge, right? 7 more charges. God damn. I didn't think I'd run away for that long that I'd forgotten, but oh well. We'll be fine, but every time I see one of those hits, it's like, oh, 4... Oh god, that's another 12 seconds. How's that? Most people count damage in terms of HP, and I'm counting it in terms of seconds for it to auto-heal.
Systems failing, Master.
I was gonna say, there's always... You can always interpret things however the bloody hell you want. A droid says. Sniper shot, probably. I was gonna say, you want to say CES as if it's owner. Energized Armor Mark II, not as good as the Mark III, obviously. Energized Armor Mark II. I was gonna say, for something called Energized Armor, draws on the power, create a current, through special design matrix. Energy binds molecules armor together, create nearly impenetrable physical barrier. That's great if you're but there's no energy, right? And I mean, if you were to go... I mean, it's got a limited use, and I feel as though, at this stage of the game, it's an exceptionally limited use, you know? Oh, hang on, he's still here. I thought I'd gone through and made sure I cleaned everyone up. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so, like, at this point, it's like, unless you're gonna run into some Sith grunts who don't have any... Well, I mean, we've seen Sith grunts that don't have lightsabers recently, right? Maybe? I'm trying to remember on Korriban. If they had any. I don't remember, to be perfectly honest. Because that was that was some months ago. So I don't remember off the top of my head. I mean, that's the only reason I could think of having something against slashing and piercing and stuff like that. Because you're looking to handle somebody with melee weapons. Hang on a second, let's get a quick save. Because at this point, I honestly don't know whether you want to go out the door, if you want to hit the... If you want to hit this. Also, that's a lot of droids. I found it interesting that the HK-50 talked about, like, you know, wiping out the universe of all organics. It's like, weren't you created for... I mean, we know they were created, Revan created them for this, and Goto's using them for that, and it's like, the eradication of all, you know, organic life, I won't say sentient, but all organic life in the universe. Well, I mean, doesn't that make... I mean, that would kill the Force just as fast as anything that Darth Nihilus would, you know? I was gonna say, HK is the secret hero of the Force, ladies and gentlemen. Dark side, light side, it does not matter. Our friendly neighborhood assassin is doing more to save the future of the galaxy than anyone else ever did. Alright, let's go. Oh, we've got cameras. 50 Operation Center and HK-51 Operation Center. Alright, let's take a look. There's... Oh, I was going to say there's no one home, but I don't have a mouse on, but on the left, far left, middle left, there is somebody standing there, so that may be somebody that we need to have a stern talk to. Let's go back to the root menu. 51 Center. He's missing an arm. But he does look like he wants to have a chat. Maybe that was the guy we saw on the other side. Nah, probably not, just based on the way he's perched. And you can't see his right arm because it was the right arm missing on the 51 camera. Security commands? Shutdown factory. List active production lines. Open all security doors. Alright, list active production lines. Primary line, secondary line. Open all security doors. And shutdown factory? Should have known that wasn't going to work. So we got to shut down the production lines? First, terminate the active production lines for each active droid model. Ah, so I made it worse by turning on the 51 factory. Damn! Blast! Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to turn that off first. Each production must manually shut down from this manufacturing terminal. And we know there are 2. Alright. Let's go take a look. So I'm guessing one's one way, one's the other. Yeah, if I'm just gonna logic it out that way. We're back up to full health by now, right? Yes, we are. Oh. I guess we opened the doors. We wouldn't have been able to get through before. Alright. So we're going this way because it was to the right from where we were standing. And you know the rule. I mean, it's only 3 of them, so I'm not as overly concerned with handling them, so... I mean, we'll take a little heat, but... On the one hand, it's like, we're probably going to spend enough time wandering around that we will be able to recover that health in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm not too worried. That armor is an actual complete game changer. I know I said it in the last episode, but I'm just going to reiterate that here. Is that armor does make things a whole heck of a lot easier. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm knocking notifications off my phone. Just letting HK go on autopilot. Maybe we'll close in a bit so that way he's got better aim. Can examine everybody going by. Like, you see all these dudes go by. It's a questionable 3D model. I know, it's just a cardboard cutout, functionally. I was going to say, it's probably designed to look good from one perspective. It just does kind of stand up from other perspectives. I mean, I'm not going to... I mean, that would probably take so many resources to do all sorts of just 3D units going by, so I ain't gonna... I'm gonna poke fun at them, and I'm just gonna let them have that, because it's not a... Like those ones, those kind of work just because of where they're situated, but... Let's open the side door. Deactivated. No, I'm assuming they're all... I was gonna say they're all deactivated, but they're all kind of standing aside from something. You kind of wonder... Am I eventually going to run into an activated one? Probably not. Yeah, no. Alright, through the door. I was gonna say, no terminus here, no nothing to unlock. Alright, we'll go to the right, cause... Yeah, you know the rule. Now, my only concern... Why are you standing out front of the others? Well, you're deactivated anyway. Unfortunately, I don't read Aurebesh or Aurebesh, or I forget. I think I pronounce it a different way every single time I say it. I was reading something, though, the other day. Okay. I stumbled upon something the other day. So, English, such as this, is, I believe I read it as, is referred to as High Galactic. It's just, you know, Game of Thrones just ending, and you hear about, like, High Valyrian as a language. It's High Galactic as a language. You know, I believe it's what the spoken version, like the spoken language that everyone talks is basic. The text is Aurebesh, and this text would be High Galactic. So I don't know. I you know, it's that at that point it's just trivia, right? But yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at some cameras. Operations Center, which we are in. There's the HK-50 Construction Center, which we just went through. Oops, I didn't want to log out. System commands. Check HK-50 schematics. Download combat upgrades? Sure! What's the worst that could happen? Motivator software installed. +1 to dexterity. Awesome balls! Means our accuracy will increase. Download behavior core template. Let's see what that does.
Statement. I am experiencing some disorientation. Diagnostic. Running checks through personality core. Rhetorical query. I am not sure what I am experiencing. My frame seems substandard for my full range of combat capabilities. Self-observation. My pigmentation is also an unusual shade of red and covered in corrosion. This is embarrassing. Statement. I am experiencing an overwhelming desire to massacre everything I see, then to see about destabilizing this planet, then this entire sector. Diagnostic result. I seem to have no personality whatsoever. Statement. I will continue to process this information.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have done that. Remove the behavior core template. Very good. Let's terminate the production line. Continue. Status terminated. Excellent. So the HK-51 production is still active, but all units online. That doesn't sound good.
Smug statement. You have arrived too late to stop us. Revelation. We have already begun construction on a new generation of HK units. When the last of our deficiencies are accounted for and corrected, they shall be the most formidable assassination droids in the galaxy. Statement. Ah, yes. The HK-51 units. They should indeed be coming online soon. Perhaps you will soon experience what I have been experiencing. That slow, crawling feeling of obsolescence. Confused query. What do you mean? Statement. Ah, here they are now. Perfect timing. Announcement. Multiple targets detected. Destroy any obsolete units and take control of the facility. Useless query. What are the HK-51s doing online? Unnecessary statement. I thought we had detected a problem in their behavior core. Panicked statement. If by problem, you mean that they seem prone to assassinate us, then yes, that slight problem was never corrected. Conclusion. You have outmaneuvered us, tricked us. Musing. The irony of being attacked and rendered obsolete by a subsequent generation of our own model is not lost on us.
Okay. My only concern is they're all very homicidal and willing to kill everything. Okay. See, when it said units online, I was a little concerned at first that it was like, all of them? No, it's all of them. I'm not sure if this makes it any better. Journal entry added. Okay, let's take a gander. So we stopped the production HK-50 model. We'll have to deactivate the 51. Should have done that first, apparently. During your final confrontation with the HK-50 units, the HK-51s arrived on the scene with their own objective, destroy all obsolete units. The facility is now likely to overrun with them. You should try to destroy all units if possible. You know what? I'm gonna stand back. Let these boys, massacre each other. I don't know if somebody is trying to shoot me. Oh, we've been hit, so somebody is trying to shoot us. So we're gonna... And so they're all just taking... Everybody's just shooting at everyone else. It's chaos, it's pandemonium, it's utter panic. I think that this won't go well for... Oh, now the HK 50s are outnumbered. Fortunately, the 51s are probably a little more interested in me than they are in the 50s. So that might work out well for the 50s. If the 50s could hit anything. Oh, the 50s are all dead. Now we get to see these things maybe a little more tanky than the 50s. As I say, a little darker armor. Different colored light eyes, because we got the reds on HK-47. I think it was yellow eyes on the 50s. And it's sort of white eyes on the 51s. If you see the two next to each other, it'd probably be easy to tell them apart, but standing away from each other, then might... Well, I was gonna say, you'll get the label in the game, right? But in reality, if it didn't label them, you know, it's like, could you tell them standing apart? Maybe, maybe not. Might have different shin bones? A SIRS. The uninstall our SIRS. They're plating energy collector. And a scavenger upgrade. Oh, and a remains box. Plasma grenade and droid exchange interface. Alright. So I get the distinct feeling this means... Oh, there's another way to go here. Oh, it's just crap to pick up. Well, I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. We'll get some very well protected chemicals. And then all the good stuff is in... Oh, a stabilizer mask. Actually looks kind of scary. Not that it will be of any use for HK-47, but... I wonder... Oh god, there's going to be lots of you bastards, isn't there? I do wonder if I should have left the behavior core of the HK-50s installed in 47. I did like the diagnostic ending with, I seem to have no personality whatsoever. Told you that, I was going to say it's like, I was going to say like conservatives, but like even Boris Johnson has personality. Generally not good, but I was gonna say, I was reading, speaking of strange things you've just stumbled across, I was reading somebody saying experience their friend, you know, it's like somebody said on Reddit that their friend ran into Boris Johnson in an elevator who's with his handler, and he said, who had Boris ruffle his hair and untuck his shirt to make him look more Boris Johnson-like, or standard Boris Johnson-like when he got out of the lift. So, you know, stories like that, they're just believable enough to be believable, but on the other hand, it's like, it's the internet, anyone can say anything. Nothing here. So what we could do is we're going to have to cut back across the big... I'm starting to think maybe we want to turn on the shield. Oh my goodness! That's a lot of dudes. Where's my damn... I've got 2 iron grenades. I'll make it worth. Probably not worth. No, this guy. There we go. Alright. I have to keep on that shield. 'Cause these guys are actually eating through the shield. There we go, got one. We're gonna have to be careful here. These guys are doing a number on me. There's 1 down and 5 to go. Apparently we can't hit a damn thing. There we go. These guys are eating through my health considerably more quickly than... Why do you keep switching? I could just eat through a few more of them. 3 of them when they're only half shooting at you, they're fine. Oh my god, hit something, HK. There we go. I hit that one. There we go. I wonder if the HK50 behavior core would have given... Well, it didn't say anything about stats one way or to other, right? So, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily would have been a benefit to keep the HK50 behavior core engaged, although I'm sure somebody's already got that in the comment written down below. Alright, we're almost there. You can tell there are a lot fewer of them, because we haven't eaten through the shield quite yet. Although we probably have gone through more than half of the uses of this one particular... Unity grid? Yeah. And one last one. These guys are at least worth more HP. And not HP, XP. So it's like we're doing a decent bit of farming XP. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because one of these days, I'm gonna need it. And by one of these days, I mean when Darth Nihilus shows up. Or Darth Science shows up again. So. Every one of those level ups I didn't use starts to pay off as we get farther down the line. How are we doing on health anyway? So that will take about forever to top back up. Let's charge on and hopefully... There's going to be another one through this next door, though, so... Another 3. Alright. How are we doing for? We've got 1 use left. Better make it count. So. Activate. I don't know if I should close in any and... maybe I have better aim that way. Only 12 frag grenades. I didn't think I used that many frag grenades over the course of the game, or yeah. Although maybe that's why I don't have that many. There you go, nice power blast. And so we got that first. Nope. Maybe if we can hit the first one. There we go. We gotta equip another shield. We can burn off this energy collector. Not that it matters. You can't hit any of them. Hey, we got a hit on them. I like that. Just randomly, you can all of a sudden get a big hit, but then you got a 27. Then you hit more than double it for that one. And then somewhere in the middle there. It's like, you have hits in the 70s, you have hits in the 20s. This is if you get a crit, right? Oh, we blew him right on his ass. And then it's like 110, and then oh, here's 75. There's just one last little tickle, and there you go. Sadly, though, again, no remains. I assume... Oh, there's no one here. But they were all activated, yes, I know. Okay, so that one goes to the closet. Or an office. One or the other. That's good. I guess, no sense, doing my best R. Kelly. Now I'm in the closet. Ah, shit.
Statement. You have destroyed us. We are superior in every way, yet you have chosen to end our generation? There is no logic in what you have done. If you held to assassination protocols, you would recognize that we are what you have always strived to be. Answer. There is a time I would have thought as you do, but that time is over. Negotiation. If you do this, it will be like you are killing your children. Answer. Sometimes that is what must be done in the name of preservation, either of self or of the galaxy.
Okay, so we are... Okay, we need to... So let's see. One, we are surrounded. As far as tactics go, this is a shitty one, HK. Two, we need to get another shield. I don't mean the Unity one, then. For all the good it'll do. Because we're surrounded. No, apparently I can't just run back out a door. Alright, now let's try this. Is there anything in this that I can, attack modifier, constitution, dexterity? Okay, you know what? That's probably... Battle upgrade. Was the warfare upgrade wasn't as good? Yeah, I didn't have the dexterity on it. Yeah. Figure that one out. Probably the, attack modifier versus droid. I think, yeah, we probably are okay with this one here. Just thought I'd check, though. I just want to see. We've been doing okay with this one. I just want to see what a swap on the weapon will do. Now it's more consistent, if anything. Isn't this, not as peaky, but it is more consistent, so I don't know whether... I'm not sure if I like that or not. I swear, my computer's starting to make weird noises. It's almost as if coincidentally right after I say, oh, it's starting to get old, it's like, hey, it's starting to act old. You know, weird noises relative to the standard noise, noises from the fan and all that, right? Let's say I've done the computer building thing once. I don't think I'm too keen to do it a second time, but if I'm gonna do the computer thing again, I probably just, well, I was gonna say, probably buy it, but it probably cost, like, this thing was, like, the parts, even with tax and ship, no, probably wasn't any shipping. Even with tax and stuff, like, the computer in Synod's new was probably $1,000 Canadian. So knock, like, 30% off of that for American price, but... yeah, we're just missing everything here. And it's like, yeah, I could yeah, it's one of those things I've kind of thinking about on and off for like last little bit, where I guess since Windows 10 crapped out last year, I was starting to think about crapping out last year was getting a new computer, but it's starting to now seem a lot more likely in my head. But I mean, like I get the feeling. Why'd you move up? Why'd you pick that guy? Why not shoot this guy? Shoot the guy that's basically in the open. I was gonna say, yeah, but the problem is you know, you buy a PC rather than build one, you're gonna pay a premium. So like if I was to build a piece, I could buy it or I could build, but the build's probably gonna cost what, twice, 3 times as much if I built it. So I mean, I built a computer once. That's probably, you know, did it once, I did it, that's great. I could say I did it, and I'm capable of doing it. And do I want to spend the money buying one as opposed to building, right? Alright, no, don't run forward. I know ranged isn't exactly the... Alright, there we go. This is good because it's functionally taking care of them one at a time. And it slows down the rate at which they could kill you. Yeah, right. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Well, I mean, I had to come around this way eventually, so... Alright, so... Can we ion striker him? Well, not for very much. That's the thing, is that thing is in the middle is less valuable than the, using the damn blaster. Except the striker and the ion blast and the ion striker both have, you know, 100% hit rates. Assuming you're in range. Alright, there you go. One last one. That's a good hit. In this range, do we think we could get her... we can't get a knock on his ass. Power blast. Pretty damn close with the 80 there. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Had the little thing there. That made me think for just a split second I could pilfer some stuff off him. But it turns out, no, I can't. Which is a shame. So we'll pilfer the locker, a Tekla blade. And life support, concussion grenade, and some cash. Cash is good after all. Manufacturing terminal. I'm gathering you have nothing to add to the conversation. So security cameras, operations center, that's here. Construction chamber. That is outside. Well, I guess in the next room. System command, check schematics. Let's see what we got here. Now that's interesting. Now download combat upgrades, sorry. We see what we get out of this one. +1 to dexterity and a +3 attack bonus. Sweet! does have some nice bonuses for our friend HK. Now, this is actually, hang on, let's log out for half a second and hit old F4, right? I've already done it once and I've forgotten. God damn. I have a useless memory. So what if we upload HK 47 core behavior template? What if we upload it? Unable to link with units. Cannot be modified once units are active. Damn, blast. Well, terminate the production line. Yes. And terminate it. Out of curiosity. We can't. Oh, wait. We can't. Dang. Alright. You've stopped the production HK51 model. And you've stopped factory terminal should allow you to shut down the factory. Alright. So what we can do... is... I think it's what run back to that central little thingy there and we can turn off the factory. Unless there's... I think we've blown up or just shut down everything. Yeah. I was half expecting there to be another ambush. It looks like we got it. And you should be able to shut it down from here. And go. I'd say that looks like shut down. No active production lines. I like it. Guessing that ends the section. Indeed it does. Meanwhile, high above the planet, how can that thing support a fighter wing?
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Yeah, well... There's Nihilus's boys.
You were looking for me, Gren?
About time you showed up. The Sith are moving to keep us trapped in here. We need to push them back so we can get reinforcements deployed to the rest of the station.
Sounds like you need someone to punch a hole for you.
That's the idea, yes.
All right, then. You'll have one Sith-sized hole coming up. Let's go, boys.
Let's be honest. Beggars can't be choosers. We'll take help from whoever the bloody hell shows up. How'd this happen?
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere, and the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. We were unprepared, and the docks were quickly overrun. We retreated back to the entertainment module to evacuate residents and workers. Then there's also the fuel situation.
Okay, yeah, it's about that. Alright, no fuel from Paragus, I know.
Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and operational and fight off the Sith at the same time. We'll try to make the best of what we have left, but it's going to be cutting it pretty close. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance.
From bloody who? So what's the word on the reinforcements then?
A small detachment of soldiers sent by General Vaklu arrived to take the fight to the Sith. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're going to have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
I thought I saw you disembark with BioWare. Is he here?
Now that you mention it, where did he run off to? HK-47 also.
I guess it's no time to be swapping war stories anyways. Good luck.
Well, okay. So you're still recovering from that attack, like, how many episodes ago? Honestly. I guess it's... Okay, so it's just us, Atten. We'll have to make do. He's Gren isn't, yeah, like you said, throwing us into a force cage.
Look, this is no time for talking. If we don't push the Sith back or get the station evacuated in time, this is going to be a disaster.
Fine, Gren, fine. Alright. So, I guess this is a good place for us to wrap up this time out on KOTOR 2. Next time out, we are in Suburban Citadel Station. There's the intro for the next time. Suburban Commandos. There's a reference you don't want to get. So anyway. Oh, wait. We want to switch this to... Oops. That one. Alright. Now we're set to rock for the next episode of KOTOR 2. But until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on there. And as for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr, don't forget you can check out more KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below. And more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.